Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. This is a morning we will probably all remember with the big news on the elections. My name is Margrét. I am a senior advisor at the Icelandic National Agency for Erasmus+, and also a coordinator of EPALE that you will learn about, the electronic platform for adult learning in Europe. And I'm also responsible for adult learning within the agency.
My name is Sigrún Kristín Magnúsdóttir. I'm the Icelandic coordinator in the Nordic Network for Adult Learning, and I'm also a specialist at the Education and Training Service Center in Iceland. I'm very happy to welcome you to this arrangement, and I hope you all slept well. Many of you maybe were awake to follow the development on the other side of the ocean. But I hope you will have a nice day here and enjoy your stay in Iceland. We welcome you to this Nordic conference, which we organized together, the Icelandic Agency and the Educational Training Service Center and NVL, which we have often cooperated on events like this when we are dealing with adult education.
And we'd like to introduce you to the conference team. It's me and Sigrún, and then there is Dora from the National Agency. Good morning. Fjóla and Gia from the Educational Center. Fjóla and Gia, yes, there you are. And then there's Matthew over there. He prefers to call himself the General Secretary of the conference. And today, the aim is to discuss, with your active participation, guidance for low-skilled adults, and hopefully we can put forward some recommendations on how to reach low-skilled adults. And I'd like to mention one thing. Rita from Finland is here. And I forgot also, I'm going to also introduce staff from the other Nordic countries. It's Jesper from Denmark and Kerstin from Sweden. And they will also be active with us and working well. And Rita is very technically minded, and she has already put up a hashtag for this event. And for those of you who are on Twitter, please retweet or try to be active. And the hashtag is hashtag Nordic Guidance. No, hashtag Nordic Guidance. You will find it, and then you can retweet.
And we move on, and it is my great pleasure to introduce our conference moderator, Dr. Guðbjörg Vilhjálmsdóttir, professor in the School of Career Counseling at the University of Iceland. Guðbjörg has led the Department of Career Counseling at the university since it was established in 1991.
And it's a pleasure to mention that last week, Guðbjörg was awarded an honorary diploma by the Icelandic Educational and Vocational Guidance Association for her work in the sector. She's been involved in guidance and counseling since 1985, and we really congratulate her on this and are grateful for her to be the moderator here today. So the floor is yours, Guðbjörg.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me to be with you here today, talking or pondering upon this very important subject of adult guidance to low-skilled people or adults. And it's a pleasure for me to welcome you all to this seminar. I would like to begin with sharing with you sort of an aha moment I had a long time ago. It was at a conference where the presenter was presenting adult learning, and this was like nearly, it was in Warwick. It was in '99, Peter, wasn't it? and there was this sociologist listening to the presenter, presenting adult learning, and she stood up and she said, you can talk as you will about adult learning, but if we want to get to or reach the goals of adult learning, there has to be adult guidance. And why? Because adults, they are, if young people need guidance, then adults need it even more, because they have all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of experience that they need to sort of process in them and come to a conclusion on where to go next. So this is what she was saying, this sociologist, and she was basing this on her research. And this for me was like an aha moment. And what has happened since? We've seen adult guidance growing in importance, and the services for adults in guidance have multiplied. But the issue today is the low-skilled population, and we will talk about that a bit later on. I mean, in our icebreaker, how that relates to adult guidance as a whole, or as a whole. To officially open the conference, I now give the floor to Dr. Sverrisdóttir, who has been a senior advisor at the Ministry of Education, Science and Culture since 2013. Please.